The board is now back in session. We need to do some cleanup items relative to the election just held and our reorganization. We'll start with Mr. Boyce.
Just to report out on the results of the annual school election on the budget. As reported to us by the municipalities, total votes for yes, 12,328 votes. Total for no, 16,339 votes. And that was the results as reported by the municipalities.
Thank you, Mr. Boyce. The remainder of our reorganization activities are covered in item B6. And I would ask for a motion on item B6.
President, the appointment of the attorney, what is the time frame?
Is it not?
In the agreement is to December.
Okay. Through December 31, 2010.
Okay, and that was what was discussed, I agree.
Yes.
I remember the request.
Moved. Second. Moved by Mr. Kayaza, seconded by Mr. Moses. Discussion, comments, questions on B6. The entire B6. A, B, C, D, E. Yeah. This is the remainder of the reorganization.
Right, oh, okay. So we're going to be voting on everything at one time. Is that it?
B6, all the items included on B6, which goes up through page 11? Yes. Through page 11.
So, Mr. President, then I got just a few things to go over. On the appointment of the attorney, nice to have the agreement on file, and we know, but it would have been nice to have it out there for everybody else, just so that they would be aware of all the information as well. That's on that one. On letter F on page 6, I don't understand why we don't have any workshop meetings being scheduled. We did it last year, we scheduled them in advance. The years before, I believe they were scheduled in advance. I think it's better for us to schedule these in advance because we do have lives and we can plan around these things a bit better if we know in advance rather than trying to get a consensus for a workshop meeting.
Is there a reason why it wasn't listed?
Board meeting a month as well.
Yeah, we said one public board meeting a month, subject to need, and I agree. Believe it or not, I do have a life too. But when we can foresee the need, I mean, it's going to be a Monday night, so we know that that's at least cast in concrete. I don't know that we can see the need now. I mean, I'd be happy to schedule, maybe we can fit our needs to a schedule that we establish in advance, but typically, you know, we see things come up and we say, gee, it would be nice to have a workshop on that. It would be nice to have the time to discuss it without other things. But at the pleasure of the board, if we want to plug in workshop meetings, by all means.
I just believe we have so much to do and so many positions to fill that maybe at least September and October we can schedule a workshop, because I mean, I just don't see how we're going to get everything done.
We might need to schedule more meetings now. If we have so much to do, we might need to schedule more meetings now. Forget about a workshop, but just regular meetings. I mean, I don't know how it's going to pan out, yeah.
I wish I did,
But
yeah.
we can always just add those and
I would think that,
But don't you know when like those sports awards, aren't those workshops like that we had and they gave out all the awards to the kids? Aren't those like set, like one is in the spring and one is in the, like around and we can just,
Depends on how the kids do, depends on when they finish up, if they go further,
okay.
and that could change it, but that's not really a big.
and then, yeah, then each school holds their awards dinner and, you know, we try to synchronize. Honestly, I would think that some additional meetings as soon as possible with the superintendent search.
Right, I
With all the
agree.
other things that we're gonna be looking at. We've got one.
Because our next meeting's not till May 24th,
Yeah,
right?
and that may prove to be a problematic date in and of itself.
Yeah, I think that's gotta be,
Right.
I think that needs to be changed.
Mr. President, can we schedule at the next meeting, well, we're gonna have a meeting before May 24th.
Yes.
Can we schedule one per quarter, schedule one workshop meeting per quarter, and then if we need more, have more? But the only thing that stops you from scheduling 12 is you disappoint people when you cancel. We don't want to overschedule and then have to cancel a meeting.
Okay, we'll put together a tentative schedule as roughly as possible once a quarter, and then subject to, it'll be another one of our living documents that,
You can adopt that next meeting.
okay,
Okay, you can adopt that next.
we'll get it out to you within a couple of days, and,
But
What about
what about a meeting before the May 24th, a regular meeting? That's something I think we really need. We did a workshop meeting.
okay, we will include on the draft with the workshop meetings an earlier meeting in May, because I agree there's some demands on that date.
Okay, thank you.
I do have more, sorry.
Yes,
For consistency's sake, there are some here that we have both a name and a title of a person. We have our policies listed as titles. I think we should just keep it as all titles, because sometimes the names might not be there for the whole length of this year. So,
oh, I see, yeah, you're talking about claims auditor, transfer authority.
right, and just have it as, the board president, business administrator, superintendent, whatever the
Title.
title is of the person.
I don't know, legally, is there a problem, Mr. Schwartz, do you have to have the name?
I think you may have to on some of them. Others, some of it, I agree. I think some of them you have to have, some you don't have to have. I would have to go through each individual and see what I can't do.
Well, it seems like the path of least resistance at this point is to leave it the way we have it, and then change it when necessary.
Yeah, you can do that, certainly.
But unless there's some reason some compelling reason to change what's here, it's just,
I was just saying consistency.
yeah, I guess.
Letters J and P, I'll start with those. Do mention Mr. Wasser, and it does say it goes from this organization date to the next one. Of course, we know that Mr. Wasser will not be with us at the end, after the end of June, so we need to do something else here to do some kind of a plan.
It says designees, or their designees. Not here, we're gonna have to pick somebody else. Isn't that what that means?
Yes.
Yes.
The other one was P, isn't it?
Hey,
Oh, P at service.
Peanut budget, the superintendent?
That one I put to June 30th. Before June 30th, you have to name somebody else. So I put a date here,